In a previous video, we've looked at standard deviation of ungrouped data, and I hope you can still remember the difference between grouped and ungrouped data. Ungrouped data is something like 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. It's not grouped in any way. But more often than not, grouped data is always in a table. I think that's the basic difference between grouped data and ungrouped data. In a previous video, we were told that standard deviation equals to square root of variance. And then I told you in a previous video so that the formula for variance for ungrouped data is equals to summation x minus x bar square all over n. Now the formula for standard deviation for group data is still standard deviation equals to square root of variance. But in this case, variance equals to, now watch, f into bracket x minus x bar square all over summation f. Do you understand? Now this is just almost the same thing as the formula for mean for ungrouped data. Remember, is summation x all over n. Then the formula for mean for group data is x bar equals to summation fx all over summation f. Do you understand? So for groups, we are putting f both up and bottom. Same as for variance for group, we are putting f both down and bottom. Do you understand this? So here's the formula for variance for grouped data. Does this make sense? Now let's look at this question. It's an SSC question. It says, in a college, the number of absentees recorded over a period of 30 days was as shown in the frequency distribution table. And then we've got this table. And we are told to calculate the standard deviation correct to 2 decimal places. Alright, so let's try to solve this. Now the first thing you want to write is the formula for standard deviation. Standard deviation equals to square root of variance. Now what's the formula for variance? I hope you've not forgotten. It's equals to summation f x minus x bar square all over summation f. Does this make sense? Now remember, we need to turn this table into a vertical table. So we can have absentees. We have 0 to 4. We have 5 to 9. We have 10 to 14. We have 15 to 19. And then we have 20 to 24. Then number of days. Now anytime you see number of days or number of anything, it means frequency. So we've got 1, 5, 10, 9, and then 5. Does this make sense? Now remember, in a previous video I told you that anytime you are given range of values, you have to find what we call the class mark. Can you remember? And we can represent class mark as x. And I told you that to find the class mark, you add the two values and you divide by 2. So 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Do you understand? 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 10 plus 14 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 15 plus 19, 4. 34 divided by 2 is 17. 20 plus 24 is 44. 44 divided by 2 is 22. Do you understand it? Now, so we come back to the formula. So look, we are going to start from the bracket. We have x minus x bar. Remember, we know that x bar is the mean. So to be able to even continue solving this question, we need to find the mean. So let's try to find the mean. The formula for mean, x bar for group x all over summation f. So it means that we need to find fx. Does that make sense? So we create a column for fx. Do you understand? So fx is basically what you have here times what you have here. So we have 1 times 2, 2, 5 times 7, 35, 10 times 12 is 120. Then we have 9 times 17. 9 times 7 is 63, so we have 3, remainder 6. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 6 we have 15. Then we have 5 times 22. 5 times 2 is 10, we have 0, remainder 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So we have 110. The fact that we have summation here means that we add all the values under column fx. Can we do that? So we have 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. 0 carry 1. Does that make sense? 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. So we have 2 carry 1. Now we have 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. So we have 420. Now we add all the values under F column. Can we do this? So we have 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. So we have 0 carry 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. We have 420 all over. What is summation F? We have 30. Do you understand this? So we have 0 cancels 0. 3 here 1. 3 in 4 is 1. Remainder 1. 3 in 12 is 14. What that means is that our mean x bar equals to 14. Do you understand? Now we move to variance formula now that we've gotten our mean, and check what x minus x bar. So we are going to have a column for x minus x bar. So we're having x minus x bar. Now it means that we subtract the mean from all the values of x. Does that make sense? So we have 2 minus 14. 2 minus 14 should give us minus 12. 7 minus 14 should give us minus 7. Then we have 12 minus 14 should give us minus 2. Then we have 17 minus 14 should give us 3. Then we have 22 minus 14, that should give us 8. Do you understand this? So we say each of these value minus the mean 14. 2 minus 14, 7 minus 14, 12 minus 14, 17 minus 14, 22 minus 14. Do you understand? Now the next thing to do is to come to the formula again. So now we have x minus x bar all square. So do you get the drift? We take it step by step. No rush. So we come x minus x bar all square. So it means that all the values under x minus x bar, we square it. Minus 12 square is minus 12 times minus 12, 144. Do you understand? When minus multiply minus, we get plus. Minus 7 square is 49. Minus 2 square should give us 4. 3 square should give us 9. 8 square should 4. Does this make sense? Now we come back to the variance formula. Now we have f. You see, we are done with the bracket, so we take the next thing. F into bracket x minus x bar all square. So I'm going to create a column for that. F into bracket x minus x bar all square. What this means is that each of the value of frequency, I multiply it with each of the value of x minus x bar all square. Does that make sense? So we have 1 times 144 should give us 144. We have 5 times 49. 5 times 9 is 45, so we have 5 carry 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24, so we have 245. Do you understand? 10 times 4 will give us 40. Then we have 9 times 9 should give us 81. Then we have 5 times 64. 5 times 4 is 20. We have 0 carry 2. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 2 should give us 32. Do you understand? So we have variance equals to summation f into bracket x minus x bar all square. And this summation means that we have to add all the values under f into bracket x minus x bar all square. Do you understand? So we add all these values. Can we do this? 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So we have 0 carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 4 should give us 9. 9 plus 4 should give us 13. 13 plus 8 should give us 21. 21 plus 2 should give us 23. So we have 3 carry 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So we should have 830. Do you understand? So now that we know the value for the numerator, and then we have summation f already as 30, we can plug it into the formula. Can we do that? Equals to summation f into bracket x minus x bar square gave us 830 all over summation f is what? 30. So 0 cancels 0. 3 here 1. 3 in 8 is 2. Remainder 2. 3 in 23 should give us 7. Remainder 2. We add 0 and we put point here. 3 in 20 should give us 6. We have remainder 2. 3 in 20 again should give us 6. And then we keep having 6. So we can approximate it as variance equals to 27.67. Do you understand that? And remember, we're told to leave our answer in 2 decimal place. Does that make sense? Now we already know the variance, but we are told to calculate the standard deviation. Now since equals to square root of variance, it means that square root of 27.67, which means that square root of 27.67 is 5.2602. Now, but don't forget, we're told to leave our answer in 2 decimal place, which means that standard deviation equals to 5.26, and this is our answer. Do you understand? The formula first, then you now go through the formula and take it step by step. Now you have x minus x bar. It means you have to find the mean first. After finding the mean, you create a column for x minus x bar and subtract the mean from each value of x. Then the next thing, you create another column for x minus x bar square. Then you create a column for f into bracket x minus x bar square. Does that make sense? And don't forget, when you have range of values, you have to find what we call the class mark. Does that make sense? I hope you understand.